People talk about life change as if it has to arrive like an earthquake. Quit everything, start over, become someone new overnight. But if you've lived long enough, you already know the truth. Real change rarely announces itself. It doesn't shout, it whispers, especially after 60. Most of the changes that actually last come from small, repeatable actions, the kind that fit into real lives, the kind that respect your body, your time, and your history. Today, we're talking about 14 tiny micro-habits that slowly declutter your home, your mind, and your emotional world without exhaustion, without guilt, and without trying to become a different person. Welcome back to Senior Decluttering Diaries. And if this is your first time here, I'm really glad you found us. This channel exists because so many people reach this stage of life feeling quietly overwhelmed. Not because everything is falling apart, but because nothing ever feels finished. If that resonates with you, comment down below. Your comments tell us what kind of content truly helps, and they guide what we create next. Let's begin where clutter usually becomes visible first. Physical clutter, the foundation of calm. 1. 15 minutes of daily reset. This is not deep cleaning. This is not punishment. This is maintenance for your peace. Set a timer for 15 minutes. When it ends, you stop, even if the job isn't finished. That boundary matters. Because what drains us isn't mess, it's the feeling that mess has no end. This habit interrupts that cycle. It prevents small things from turning into overwhelming projects. Over time, your home stops feeling like something you need to catch up to. You start living inside it again. If 15 minutes feels realistic for your energy level, comment down below. That tells me we're on the right track. 2. Make your bed every day. This one seems small, almost silly, but the bed is the largest object in most bedrooms. When it's messy, the whole room feels unsettled. Making your bed creates visual order before the world asks anything of you. And emotionally, it sends a quiet message. Today has started. I showed up for myself. Even if the rest of the day unravels, one space remains intentional. 3. One shelf or drawer each week. When people say they want to declutter, they often picture their entire home. That image alone is enough to shut the brain down. So we don't do that here. We choose one shelf, one drawer, one small, defined space. Same day each week, same rhythm. Over months, this changes everything. Not dramatically, but permanently. If this slower approach feels more respectful than what you've tried before, leave a comment. It helps others feel less alone too. 4. Never go to bed with a messy kitchen. The kitchen sets tomorrow's emotional tone. When you wake up to clutter, your body senses unfinished business. When you wake up to clear counters, you start ahead. This doesn't require perfection, just closure. Scrape dishes, put food away, wipe the counter. That's it. It's the difference between waking up tense and waking up grounded. 5. Finish laundry completely. Laundry becomes clutter when it pauses halfway. Wash, dry, fold, put away. Completion matters more than speed. Unfinished laundry creates piles. Piles create visual noise. Visual noise drains mental energy. This habit protects your future self from unnecessary stress. If you're finding yourself nodding along, comment down below. Your engagement helps this channel reach people who need this message too. Mental clutter, the invisible weight. 6. Track your expenses regularly. Financial clutter doesn't shout, but it hums constantly in the background. You don't need complexity, you need awareness. A notebook, a simple app, a weekly glance. Knowing where your money goes restores a sense of control, and control calms the nervous system. 7. Keep a running task list on your phone. Your brain is not meant to store everything. Appointments, errands, phone calls, reminders. Write them down immediately. The relief comes not from finishing everything, but from knowing nothing is lost. Just remember, a list works only if you revisit it. 8. Delete 5 emails or files daily. 5 is intentional. It's small enough that your brain doesn't resist it, and consistency beats intensity every time. Digital clutter creates mental fog even if you don't realize it. This clears both. 9. No scrolling for the first 30 minutes. How you start your day shapes your emotional baseline. News and social media flood your nervous system before it's awake. Instead, choose quiet, stillness, presence. Stretch, pray, sit with your coffee, breathe. Protect that first half hour. If this habit feels uncomfortable, comment below. That discomfort usually points to where peace is hiding. Emotional clutter, what we carry inside. 10. Wear clothes that fit you now. Stop dressing for a version of yourself that no longer exists. Clothes that pinch, sag, or irritate send subtle messages all day long. Dress for today's body, today's life, today's dignity. Comfort is not giving up, it's wisdom. 11. Do the thing you've been avoiding. Avoidance is emotional clutter. That task you keep postponing isn't about time, it's about discomfort. Once done, the relief is immediate. The emotional space it frees up is often greater than the task itself. Spiritual clutter, reclaiming stillness. 12. 5 minutes of stillness daily. No structure required. Prayer, breathing, silence. 5 minutes to reconnect with yourself. Stillness resets what the world keeps scrambling. 13. End your day with gratitude. Before sleep, name 3 things you're grateful for. Small moments count. Gratitude softens the edges of the day and helps your body rest deeply. You wake up lighter because you went to sleep lighter. 14. Weekly reset ritual. Choose one day, same rhythm every week. Change sheets, review plans, reset intentions. This clears emotional residue and steadies you for what's ahead. So there you have it, 14 tiny habits, none dramatic, all powerful. Now choose 1 or 2, not all. Tell me in the comments which ones you're starting with. Your comments help us create content that truly fits this season of life. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Senior Decluttering Diaries. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos designed for calm, clarity, and aging with dignity. You're not behind, you're right on time. I'll see you in the next one.